Okay, so look, we know that getting back to picking up a barbell after a low back injury is pretty intimidating. So what we are hoping to do today with this video is to kind of give you like a guidepost of what to focus on so that you can get back to the barbell without risking tweaking your low back again. All right, and this is what we're going to do. What you can take at home is if you have like a broomstick, or if you do have a PVC pipe or a straight rod laying around at home, you can take that, because what we're trying to do here is just kind of teach you the principles of what we call neutral spine. And neutral spine basically is us being able to move through a movement such as a hinging pattern where our spine from head to tailbone basically stays nice and straight. All right, so in order to work on that, you can take your PVC pipe, okay, and you want to go ahead and just place it just along your back. So we're really talking about here, we want to maintain 3 points of contact, starting from the back of the head, the middle of our back, to kind of like the tailbone, like just above like our butt crack. All right, when we're going through this, what we want to be able to do, okay, especially with the hinging pattern right now, because we are talking deadlift specific type of movements, we want to be able to just make sure that when we set ourselves up here, we're maintaining 3 points of contact when we go from a straight upright position into our hinging position. Okay, so when we go through this, right, we just want to make sure that nothing starts to scoop out through our lower back, our head doesn't start to drag forward away, and we just want to kind of work on just greasing the groove here through the hips. Because if you're executing this properly, even if you have fantastic hamstring mobility and flexibility, as you sit your hips back, okay, to start to get your hands lower down to the ground, no matter what, you're going to feel some sort of tension through the hamstrings. And that's a good tension, because what you're actually thinking about here is you're actually lengthening the hamstrings for those movements to prep yourself to actually use those hamstrings to pull yourself back up. All right? So as you continue to work on this, right, what you want to be able to do is kind of get to a point where you feel like you're able to get to that, maintain that neutral spine, and be able to get your hands to a level of where either your barbell is when it's loaded with plates, or a kettlebell, or whatever item that you're going to pick up. All right, so it might take some repetition, but you want to just work on just trying to be able to maintain that straight back, knees slightly bent here, and be able to get to a level where the hands can grab on to that barbell really easily. What you may have to play around with a little bit as well, right, is not that easy, is that as you go through this hinging pattern, what you may have to do is actually feel that you may have to even shift your weight back a little bit towards your heels just to get those hamstrings to wind up a little bit. That's a really key component of this, because you might still end up feeling something in your lower back. All right, so you just want to continue to work on that. Allow yourself to just kind of find where that weight distribution lies in your foot. Too far forward on your toes, probably going to send to your back. A little bit further towards your heels, you're going to feel more in that hamstring, okay? So you just want to work on practicing that. So after you've done with that, right, then you can go ahead and transfer that into the barbell. So it's the same idea, addressing it. Imagine like you've got that PVC pipe just hitting those 3 points of contact. Send the hips back, let the arms lower, squeeze nice and tight through the bar, stand up nice and straight, okay? Now I know, again, after a low back injury, it's pretty intimidating, and this type of progress doesn't happen right away. So I'm just going to encourage you to keep on practicing, just hinging neutral spine with that PVC pipe until you're able to just really get consistent and be able to get your hands down to barbell level without a problem. All right, so we hope that helps. If you like what we shared with you, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel.